Sometimes you don't quite know what you
Yeah, Spotify ad seems like the appropriate time to get started. So yeah, so today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Weird stream idea I've had this week. So I've been watching Vinny from Vinesauce play a whole lot of Mother 3, which is my favorite game of all times, for the record. And it made me kind of want to play through either EarthBound or Mother 3 again. And as I was thinking about streaming those games, I kind of figured it would be more interesting to stream one of the games in the series I don't have a lot of experience with, which is the first one, Mother or EarthBound Beginnings, or EarthBound Zero, depending on when you first played it, I guess. But yeah, and I don't know why this came to my mind, but I was trying to think of ways that I could make the stream more fun, because I hear that EarthBound Beginnings is like kind of the least I don't know, interesting or fun or accessible game in the series. So I decided what I was going to do is every time I encounter a new enemy, I'm going to switch my camera on and just draw the enemy sprite. I We'll see how things go. If it starts to it's definitely going to slow down progression, especially when we enter a new area and start seeing a bunch of new enemies. But for now, I'm probably going to try to see if I can sketch and color everything. But if it becomes to a point where 6 streams in and I'm like out of the first town, then maybe I'll just start doing like the line work and then doing the coloring some other time. I don't really have anything like super hard set, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna switch her over. I got a little overlay set up, and there's my game. This game had not been available for years. It's kind of I don't know if anybody. I feel like if anybody's watching this, they probably already know a little bit about EarthBound Beginnings, but it was set to be released on the NES ages ago, and never made its way over for some reason or another. Probably because the Super Nintendo was coming out and it's a big, expensive RPG, so probably didn't want to put in all the money to market a game that might not, be successful in light of a new system coming out. So let's load up the game. So I am playing this on an emulator, but I do own it on the Wii U. The reason I'm playing this through emulator is going to be pretty clear soon. There's an easy mode patch that I downloaded. As you can see now, it's labeled EarthBound Easy. A couple of reasons why I downloaded that. One of them just being that I hear that EarthBound gets like really difficult near the end, a little unfair. And also, if I'm going to be drawing every enemy in the game and stopping every time the new enemy comes around, I don't want to be streaming this game for the next like 3 years. So I figure at least we can make the game go through a little faster. Did it reset my key bindings? I'm gonna have to configure that. This will just be a second. Input. Cool. So it's B. That's A. Okay, now it should be. Oh, I probably need to press start because it's an old NES game. That's what was going on. I did launch it briefly to test it. That's why I have a file called A that I'll promptly delete. Goodbye, 7A's. And again, this is I have very little experience with it. I've played it before, but I don't think I've made it past maybe getting my first character. So once we get to like a certain point, like maybe like a sixth of the way through the game, everything will be brand new to me. So it's kind of a first playthrough, but not. Who will the boy's name be? Probably just gonna stick with their actual name. The guy's name is Nintendo. That's another interesting tidbit I read recently. Whoa, Nintif. Here's the other end. Is that Nintendo's name was kind of... because I think in Japan they just referred to him as the boy. And it wasn't until Mother 1 Plus 2, I think, came out that he was officially named Nintendo, even though we had that name previously from the card that was dumped online years ago. I think her name is Anna. Pretty sure her name is Anna. I'm gonna go double check. Where are the characters? Yeah, her name is Anna. So, E-N-A. And that guy's Lloyd. He's got, like, probably one of the more normal spellings of Lloyd I've seen. There's usually a couple of L's or a couple of I's thrown in it. This guy is... God, Teddy. Yeah. I know their names, but because I've never, like, they're not super fresh in my mind. Tete? Tete? Yeah, because I've never been in the game. They're not, like, super fresh in my mind. I don't have, like, a whole lot of attachment to these characters yet. Hopefully that's going to change by the time that I'm through with the game. What's my favorite food? You know what? Because I am French and Canadian, I'm going to make my favorite food poutine. My favorite food. Which isn't my favorite food in real life, but I think it's kind of a fun food to give as a favorite food for our characters. I wonder if, like, I don't know how the PSI and stuff happens in here. I know that in EarthBound and in Mother 3, there's a, like, you get PSI powers. They're named after, like, your favorite thing. So I wonder if that's also going to affect it, or if that's just not in the game. Because I think, like, having a move called PSI Poutine would be amazing. Alright, let's get into this. In the early 1900s, a dark shadow covered a small country town in rural America. At that time, a young married couple vanished mysteriously from their homes. The man's name was George. The woman's name was Maria. 2 years later, as suddenly as he left, George returned. He never told anyone where he had been or what he had done. But he began an odd study, all by himself. As for Maria, his wife, she never returned. This is, I was thinking about that this morning. This game has a lot more backstory than, like, actual EarthBound, which is kind of weird. 80 years have passed since then. Because EarthBound, you kind of wake up and then a meteorite strike down and a bee tells you, like, yo! So everything's, like, pretty much messed up in the future, so you gotta go and get some friends and save the world. Ooh. Okay, so B is the run button. God, The inputs are kind of slow in this. Oh, we got our first enemy. So this is going to be the ultimate stress test for this stream idea. I'm going to switch on my webcam. I've already been doing some drawing to just kind of practice, I guess, to make sure that I wouldn't completely blunder doing this. There's no kitty cam right now, but if you look to my right, you can see Sinclair's footsies and his bum. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Sinclair. He's looking over here. Alright, so let's draw this lamp. At least the music in this game is pretty good, so it's, I'll move my mouse over here. It's gonna give me some stuff to work with. Like, what am I talking about? It's, my brain is still not very much used to doing, like, streaming, drawing, and talking at the same time. But yeah, at least the music will keep me from, you know, it'll keep things interesting while I draw. This lamp dude, aptly named, what's its name? Oh, it's just a lamp. That's appropriate. Hopefully I'm not, I might stop frequently for the first few times because I want to make sure that when I'm drawing I'm not obscuring the camera or anything. It seems to be pretty alright. Thankfully, most of the enemies are pretty simple in this game, design-wise. Like, I don't ever expect to do the same thing for, like, Mother 3 or EarthBound, just because that would be way too much. There's, like, way more enemies in those games, and they're all, like, way more intricate. And if I do end up doing this long term, I do have a feeling I'm going to need to get myself more sketchbooks. I've made a count, there's 108 enemies in the game. And I don't know yet if I'm going to be drawing all of the duplicates. I might end up just because it'd be fun, but I might wind up just like recoloring some of them. It'll depend. We'll see how many like big creatures have multiple variation, hard to draw creatures. I can definitely see myself doing some mistakes because I'm feeling some urgency behind me to get through with these kind of quickly. And also this battle theme is kind of, it's making this drawing feel a bit like a battle. A bit of a rough line. These markers are really nice for inking.
Like, I might not be doing them justice right now, but
I do find they give me quite a bit of control compared to a lot of the ones I've used in the past. But they're kind of awful for coloring. I bought a pack that had a bunch of different colors of this brand, and they all look kind of terrible. Like, they look good on their own, but like they don't. They tend to layer up really quickly.
so unless you get everything right.
On the first go. Actually, I forgot to turn on. I have this lamp, which should make things a bit easier on me. There we go. And it should make it easier for you guys to see as well. I've had this lamp at my desk for
God, like 2 years now, and I've never used it before.
actually, I kind of forget it's there because it's been there for so long and I've not used it. To the point where when I was doing some drawing on my desk the other day, I was using my phone's flashlight. And only today, before the stream, I realized I have this lamp that I can use to make things look not as dark. Yeah, I've got a sketch of the lamp. Well, not sketch. We'll get the inked version of the lamp.
So, we want to coloring.
I did some math, and this is definitely going to stretch the length of this game. I was looking online, and I guess this game takes, on average, 16 hours to beat. And when I was doing some drawings just out, I did one last night, and it took me, I want to say, like 20 minutes to do one. Hopefully by the end of this I'll be a bit faster. Just gotta make sure that the mouth ink is dry before I erase so I don't smudge everything. Seems alright. I also checked before I started doing this, but I'm actually the only channel right now streaming Mother. There's like a few people streaming, you know, classic Super Nintendo EarthBound, but Mother 1 doesn't get a whole lot of love, unfortunately. I'm gonna make myself like a pile of eraser shavings so I can dunk it after the stream, because I don't want to start chucking all that in my carpet. Alright, so this dude's mostly blue. Okay. So, let's see how this blue's alright for the trimming. Because he's got like two-tone blue thing. I'm going to try to stick as closely as I can to the actual just in-game color scheme of the enemies. I don't think I'm going to get super crazy creative with the coloring. I'm going to try to stay kind of faithful. You know, again, just to make this whole endeavor like feasible. I do hope eventually I get to like beat the game and draw every single enemy. I think it'd be kind of neat to just have a collection of like a sketch of every single enemy in the game. Let some of that blue dry out.
Yeah.
That seems dry enough. And then afterwards, I can finally go and fight the first enemy in the game. I have a feeling this whole thing is going to be a mixture of, like, just long, you know, like, long drawing sessions, and then, like, streams where, after I've done everything, is just, you know, grind and fight. Hey, I think that's it. And we've got lamp. I'm gonna have to switch. See the full view of my camera. I'm still not used to what the orientation's like. I have to like move these upside down to present them to the camera. But here is lamp. I'd say it looks kind of similar to this dude over here. Let's see, let's do a comparison. Yeah, so lamp's not too bad. That is one down. I was gonna start this stream like 8:30, way later than currently is now. Way later than when I actually did start it. But like I figured if it's probably gonna take me a while to you know get started on the drawing and stuff, so I'd like to at least get somewhere in the game tonight. So I figured I'd start a little early. I do kind of like the beginning of this game. It's a bit more immediate than like you know, it's very similar to EarthBound, but like right off the bat, you know something's happening because you're being attacked by your lamp in your own bedroom. You don't have to go outside, put your PJs on, and like put your PJs off and go investigate. It's like right off the bat, you've got some shit happening in your house. Ooh, there's another one of those. Oh, I almost forgot. Since we've drawn the lamp, I can put him on the overlay. And I figure by the end of the game we'll have like the overlay just filled with every single enemy. Like every time I'm gonna draw one of them, I'm gonna add them to the overlay. And I'll try to keep them in order that I've witnessed and drawn them. Yeah, most of the enemies in this game are like fairly simple, but there's definitely a few I kind of cheated and peeked, and there's definitely a few later on that are going to be fun. Oh my brother, our house is falling apart! Woohoo! And this was the last time I ever voice acted, or anyone ever watched this stream. He's got two sisters. Help me! Oh, that's a new one. I wonder if we can heal somewhere first. Like, I know this is the easy patch, but I'm sure Mom can give me, like, I don't know. Can I eat some poutine, Mom? Is that The treasure boxes in this game look a lot like the tables. Nintendo, are you alright? Egad, what's happening to our house? I wish your dad were here now. Maybe. Telephone, Nintendo, please get it. Nintendo grabbed the phone. This is your dad. Well, it seems like a poltergeist. How does he know? I'm not exactly sure how to, but your great-grandfather studied TSI. You might find something in the basement to help, but I left the basement key someplace. Can't remember exactly where. Anywho, son, you're my only hope. It's time for you to go on a little adventure and explore the potential of your powers. Powers not to be taken lightly. Nintendo, go for it! But remember to come back and check on your family. Bye. Oh, phone me and I'll save your progress. Call me whenever you want. Slam! So Dad, that's a very specific thing for our dad to say. Hey, you've got, like, PSI powers, and your grandpa studied poltergeists. And there's some weird shit in the basement you should go find. Alright. Time for number 2. The doll. Oh man, this one's creepy. I do have flesh stones with me. Might have to go get some more flesh stones. Oh, no, I got a couple. So it should be good for that. I should have planned this better. Do I have a pair of scissors? I'm gonna get some scissors. Yeah, I don't, usually there's like perforated, lines on these, but I don't fully trust them. I've had a few close calls where it got, like, unfortunately close to my drawings, so I'm not taking that chance today. Let's draw this creepy doll. And then we may defeat it. I don't know if it's just the sprite, but it looks like it has like a smushed up face. So I'm gonna, you know what, because it looks kind of smushed up, I'm gonna draw his head kind of smushed up. I'm guessing it's from the poltergeist knocking it around. It's kind of funny, I find, that this intro sequence, you get to see all the enemies you fight, because later on, they're all, unfortunately, random encounters. It wouldn't be until, like, EarthBound on the Super Nintendo that we'd get, like, proper overworld enemy sprites. these proportions are so weird. It looks like a bloated baby. Like, is that how it looked before the poltergeist showed up? Or is it just, I don't know, it was like a bargain bin dollar store doll they had to buy? It looks like it's wearing, like, socks. It's pretty much all it's got. Creepy little sock. Yeah, its arms are so disproportionate, like, from the rest of its body. I wonder if that might actually just be like, you know, when you're a kid and, like, you take different, you realize that a lot of, like, your different toys have, like, interlocking parts that, you know, even though they're not supposed to go with one another, you can just, like, take off your Max Steel head and, like, shove it on the body of a dinosaur. Because that's definitely something we did when I was a kid. We made all sorts of Frankenstein inventions. Can't forget the belly button. This might be one of the weirdest things I've ever had to draw. Where to put my marker? Kind of, you know what, heck it. I'm just gonna give it thick sock lines now that I've done it. It's a little, it's kind of an intentional, but yeah. I don't really have time to dwell on a creepy baby. given it somewhat uneven shoulders, but weird possessed doll. That's what it gets. I definitely feel like my hand is a bit shakier doing this live on camera. But there's definitely an element of pressure that's kind of added to this. Which isn't quite present when I'm doing like digital art and stuff on the computer, because obviously there I can undo, but here it's like, oh, if I make a mistake, I can't really afford to go back and redraw it, because otherwise, like, I would be fighting the same enemy for like hours. So I definitely, unless I really majorly botch something, I don't intend to go and redraw enemies. It's gonna be more of a, you know, whatever I end up getting is what I get. And if I'm really dissatisfied with one of them, I can always just go and redraw it later. Off stream or something like that. Yeah, got the main outline for it done up. Just gonna let it dry a tad. Gonna wave it around. Just gonna beat the devil out of it. I mean, really, realistically, that's what I'm gonna do after I'm done drawing it. Is I'm gonna go beat the devil out of this doll. Cool. So, I'm gonna go find myself a skin tone for this. I've got sand, this is pearl white. Which one will work better for the baby? Oh, this one's nice. Sand I find is always a good bet. Yeah, pearl white is a little. Actually, you know, you might need it. Actually, I might use the pearl white for the base and then do like the shadow and stuff with the sand color because it stands out a bit. So glossy. Oops, I accidentally inked over one of the gloss spots. Whenever I scan this up, I might edit it back later. It's weird, I have like these little dots on the paper that are kind of nice to just, you know, if you're trying to draw something more symmetrical or whatnot, it's kind of easier to have those like anchor points to reference, but this ink is actually like making some of them bleed a bit.
Or, oh no, it's just making the paper a little transparent, so I'm seeing like scraps of what's on the page behind it. I've actually put a sheet this time around on the other end to capture all of the bleeding ink so that I don't have to toss an extra page next time that I do a drawing. I'll just keep reusing that one. I'll just put it under the sheets when I color. God, I am certain that at some point I'm going to be doing one of these, and like the boss is going to wind up, like it's going to take me like an hour to draw, and then I'm going to fight the boss and die. Like it's almost guaranteed. I also have terracotta. What does... Terracotta might be a little too dark. I'm gonna try a little bit with the sand and see what it looks like. And, oh, actually, that's not too bad. Well, I'm gonna let it dry out a bit, because sometimes when these dry out, they become a little lighter. But if this is the color that comes out of this is actually pretty alright, I think. Yeah, that's looking fine. I mean, as fine as this hellish doll can look. And again, I might end up getting really quiet in some of these. I find it hard sometimes to, I don't know, draw and talk at the same time because I get so zoned into what I'm doing. But promise that eventually I'll break off of that. Hopefully, anyways. There we go. The shadow already is making its face extra creepy. Gonna have that dot. Now we'll use the terracotta for the socks, I think. Sweet, and now we have a creepy, shiny baby. Ooh, glistening. That is... Keep losing track of my different markers. think this guy was just called Doll. Lamp Doll. I'll move Doll over. Cool. That's our second enemy all drawn up. Oh, he's upside down. I keep forgetting that I need to kind of flip it over because of the way I have my camera orientated. And now you can compare to the actual baby monster doll. Now, after an hour of streaming, well, I guess with the if you factor in the like 15-minute wait period at the beginning, but yeah, it's about an hour to get to fighting the second enemy. So this is definitely going to be a long series of stream. It's not going to be over in a week. Ooh, smash! At least the doll doesn't have a whole lot of attack power. I don't think, unless you played really badly, that it would be possible to really lose at this point in the game. Like, if you just keep attacking, I think the battles are designed to like be impossible to lose, unless you like defend every turn. And the doll didn't move anymore. Thank God. Ooh, leveling up. I like that it still has the same jingle from EarthBound Mother 3. I like that carried over through the whole series. Wisdom has increased by 2. Strength has increased by 2. Force has increased by 3. Use the Force, Nintendo. Maximum HP has increased by 3. Maximum PP has increased by 1. Let's address this right now. PP joke. Sounds like it says like PP like a wiener. That's gonna show up a lot, so the doll stopped moving for the moment. So now, if I remember correctly, I have to check this doll. See, I have a guide on the side, and I haven't referred to it yet. Inside the doll, Nintendo spotted an old music box. As wound up, a melody began playing. So, in EarthBound, you have to collect these 8 melodies, and it's pretty obvious where they are, because you need to find all of the My Sanctuary locations. In this game, however, sometimes they're just in dolls. Sometimes you just have to check a doll to find one. So they're not all like super obvious. So I'm going to refer to it whenever I go through chapters, just to make sure that I don't miss them and have to do a whole lot of backtracking. Nintendo, are you alright? Egad, what is happening to our house? I wish your dad were here now, maybe. She's saying the same thing. You can't go in the basement because the door's locked. And that's another thing too. I remember from playing before. But, so imagine if you didn't know that, that's probably one of the first flaws of the game. Imagine if you didn't know where the key was. The dog has the key. You can converse with animals. Tell you a secret. Why don't you check me out? Bow wow. And I mean, I guess, again, your first instinct would be to go talk to the dog NPC or see if it's something you can attack. But I do wonder if there are people, when the game first came out in Japan, that just... No problem here. That just went straight out of the house and just kept going. I'm Minnie. What can I do for you?
So I'm guessing she kind of does the Cargo Express thing that your Tracy does in EarthBound, where you can leave items or take out items with her. See you later, brother, and take care. It's funny that she had to introduce herself to me. Oh, hey, Oswald. And one of my cats bugging me for attention. You know what? I like Minnie more because she doesn't own creepy dolls. No, I'm Mimi. Don't confuse me with Minnie. I know I'm your sister and all, and we've lived together our whole life, but... You always got me confused, Ness, Nintendo. That was also before the days where they realized that it's just more convenient to make you use whatever you have instead of having to go and like physically use the item. You know what? I'm wrong. I thought for some reason the treasure boxes didn't have bows in this game, but I guess they do. And didn't open the present. There was GGF's diary, greatest grandfather. So we can read that. Nintendo opened the present. There was bread. Nintendo got bread. How old is this bread? How old do you think the bread that Nintendo's grandfather, or at least his dad, left locked in the basement? You know, mind you that it's implied that, you know, Nintendo's dad is away, and it's kind of implied that he hasn't seen the key for a while because he can't remember where he's put it. So that can't be fresh. There was a plastic bat. Nintendo got the plastic bat. What's the menu button? Nintendo. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have to set up. B button. Ooh. Start is map. Select is state. Find message speed. Oh, I'm cranking that up. To. Did I move it? There. Put it to 4. Nintendo equipped the plastic bat. The equipment system is a little weird in this too, and I don't know if... It doesn't really tell you what you have equipped, I think. Oh, okay, so the plastic bat... I guess it switches when you get new items. State, Nintendo, okay, got the plastic bat. So at least it doesn't keep it in your inventory. I thought for sure there was another enemy in there. I'm just gonna go double check because I don't want to miss it. And then I swear we'll go and do some. There we go. I knew it. There's a jazzy mouse down here. I love this song. I think there's a remix of it in. No, this one's exclusive to this one. This is probably my favorite battle theme in EarthBound Beginnings. So we gotta draw the rat. But first... Hey, Oswald. What's up, buddy? I think somebody wants to say hi. That's not a good vantage point of the camera to show you the cat. Sorry, Oswald. I'd have to flip Oswald upside down, I think, so that you guys got a good view of him. Anywho, let's draw a rat. I'm gonna keep the terracotta because he's got... Yeah, he's got like brownish stains all over, it appears.
This the way this its snout is drawn looks a little. Oh, I think I get it. It looks a little strange from this sprite, but. I think I got it. This is one of the ones that I drew for the banner because I didn't want to look into late game enemies too much. I love the bass line in this song. It's so groovy. So now my question is, does it have dirty paws or bloody paws? Because it looks like he's got some red scuffing around his fingers. I wonder if they'll ever put this on the Switch Online NES service. Because it's kind of sad that the only official release this game got was pretty much on Nintendo's worst selling system. So I feel like most hardcore EarthBound fans got their fix with it. Like I think everybody who really wanted it bought it. But I don't know, it'd be nice to have a more convenient way to play it, like officially. So this guy's gonna get like some really, around his belly part, just completely dark shadows. Yeah, there we go. That was a fairly quick sketch, I'd say. This is, I think, between the other two we've had so far, this is the most, I don't want to say, like, complex, because it's not super complex, but definitely the more, like, detail-heavy characters. The lamp of the doll were pretty simple, but this dude's got a lot of shapes. I forgot to turn on my lamp. I've been turning it off when I switch back to the game because it kind of gets directly in my eyes while I'm playing. So I feel like turning it on and off is going to be like a weird little struggle. This knife also gets really warm after a while. Which I'm glad I don't really make videos or anything on YouTube, because it's always something I think about whenever I see a video and I catch a glimpse of one of those like spotlight. I just wonder how warm is it right there over there right now. I really hope this mouse doesn't straight up just kills me, because I just realized I have not saved. At least I have a baseball bat and this soggy breadstick. Or I guess a soggy nondescript bread. I'm just gonna make his whiskers black. I think that's easier than trying to like. I guess I could have outlined them, but it would have looked a little thick and weird, I think. It does look kind of like you can't really see it well when it goes over the dark shadowy part. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get later on like a whiteout thing and go over it with that. where it cross sections with the completely pitch black shadow. Right, got the inking done. Let it dry off a bit, and I think I keep actually. Next time I do this, I'm gonna grab a little garbage bin or a bag or something to put all the pencil shavings. I think I accidentally keep brushing against them while I'm drawing, and just scattering them about. Now that I've drawn him, though, I'm kind of attached to that rat. He's kind of cute. I don't necessarily want to beat the crap out of him, but it must be done. See if I can find a good gray. Cool gray. Ooh, that's actually perfect. And it's not dying, so it's good. That's good. I think I'm gonna start with the brown reddish bit on the rat first. Because I feel like the, if, I don't know, if the gray bleeds out too much, it's gonna be harder to, it's gonna be easier to go around the brown and, maybe, spread that a little bit too much than the opposite if I, just fill it in gray. I did the math, and if I take 20 minutes per drawing, by the time that I beat the game, I've drawn everything, it'll take me it should take me somewhere around 60 hours. Which is a little nuts, but not that crazy. It kind of brings this game to the length of a more modern 60-hour game. You just gotta add your own gameplay by drawing. This is turning out way better than the one that I mean, the one I did for the banner was really quick. But yeah, this looks a lot closer, I think, to the sprite than my hasty sketch. Oh no, Some of the grays bleeding into the eye. That's not too upsetting though. That's a really easy fix. Whenever I scan it, I'll just bloop it out. I used to get really worked up over that, but it's like it's so easy to edit out, and even like if you screw up, maybe not in this context. I'm hoping I won't screw up in the context of drawing every enemy in the game, but you know, I just redraw one now. You know, and generally I find if you end up redoing something, it's generally better than your first take. So it's not, you know, it's definitely, it can definitely be frustrating, but you know, good can come out of it. This guy was just called Rat, I think. Fight Rat, yep. Rat. And here is our rat. Look at that cutie. Look at that cutie who's about to get blown to bits by a toy baseball bat. Remove all the old shavings. Alright, now we can go, well, we can add the rat to our list of, I guess, captures of drawings. Almost like we're catching every Pokemon, but instead of catching them, we're drawing them. Oh god, the rat dodged. The rat uttered dirty words. Nintendo, you're a fucking piece of shit. That's not a really nice thing to say, rat. Where's my bread? I'm gonna eat my bread. I really don't want to die. Like, after playing for an hour and a half, I really do not want to die on the third enemy and then have to start all over. Rat suffered 5 damage. Rat uttered dirty words. And you know what? I don't blame the rat. You know, if I was being attacked by someone that's probably like, I don't know, like 12 times my size, probably be a little upset. Force is increased by 3. Maximum HP increased by 8. Ooh, I've learned. What did I learn? I guess I'll have to check. Oh, I have telepathy and life up A. So I can... That's good. That's a good one to have. That way at least I can, you know, heal myself back. I've transferred a... I already don't remember the voice I did for the dad. I've transferred 104 into your account. After the amount you've spent, the balance is 104. Spend your money wisely, son. Invest in Enron. Well, the next level requires 36 for Nintendo. By the way, do you want to save? I was thinking of hitting the hay for the night. Well, going to sleep now. I'm so... The phrase from EarthBound, hitting the hay for the night, is so ingrained in my brain that, like, I didn't even read. Like, I was reading the sentence and, like, that's what came out of my mouth instead. I've saved your progress so far. Good night. Continue. Just like your mom, you never want to stop. Please don't push yourself too hard. Slam. I have a feeling that any voice I do for this, if any, I'm going to forget immediately. Son of mine, you are braver than I thought. You killed the rat in the basement. Now I'll feed you some poutine. It's meat poutine. Oh, Mom, why didn't think we have any meat in the fridge? Oh, but we have meat now. Now that you've killed that rat. Okay, Mom, I don't like this.
Can I say goodbye to the dog? When you find something strange, be sure to check it out every time. Ninten's house. I like that it's not like whatever his mom's name is. It's Ninten's house. I guess we can run. There's nothing down there. The weird thing when you run is that everybody starts moving extra fast. That was something that was coded in by the localization team kind of hastily. Oh, what can I do? What should I do? Where can I go? Who can I see? What should I do? What should I do? My little peepee is... Oh, your little peepee's gone. Of course. If you're going to Podunk, please tell the mayor about my little peepee. Oh me, oh my. Now, I know Peepee is the name of her daughter, like Peepee Longstocking, but I forgot that this particular character was Peepee's mom. There's a lot of Peepee jokes to be had in this game. I really hope her first encounter here isn't Wally. From what I remember, he's kind of the big brute. Oh, I gotta check it. Kind of the big brute enemy. He's like he's a farmer. He's just a man with a pitchfork ready to harm a child. Oh, and yeah, you can only go in houses with round doors, I think. Did a poltergeist visit your house? It tore mine apart. I live outside now. So did everybody get attacked by a poltergeist? Oh, there's a little mousey. I want to talk to the mouse. Hee hee hee, I'm the noisy mouse. Some buildings you can enter, some you cannot. If the door is round or has a sign, no one inside. The rest of the doors will not open for you. Bye. Does this mouse just own a house? I love that this mouse owns a house. Or is it the house that owns the mouse? Who's to say? Don't tell him I killed a rat, though. Might not be so friendly towards me anymore. Come talk to me. Don't tell me you've been south to the cemetery. I guess I won't tell you. Someone must be controlling the dead. Well, that's something pretty. It's a pretty heavy opening icebreaker line of dialogue, old lady. Ooh. Oh, it's the hippie! I love those guys. They have the second most jamming tune in the game. This dude is going to be, you know, definitely a little bit more complex to draw than the rat. I really hope that enemies aren't already starting to get like bonkers up here, like, because I don't think I'm supposed to go up. I wanted to see if there were more buildings up there, because the cemetery is south where I'm supposed to go. So hopefully this isn't like straight off the gate like a bonkers hard enemy. Also, are those glasses, or does he have giant bulging eyes? I can't tell. Maybe next time, you know what I just thought? I wonder if I can set up hotkeys to switch to my camera mode. Because I'm not super experienced with like the extent of my use of OBS has been like very simple, you know, game streaming. I haven't tried to do anything too crazy until now, so I wonder if you can set up hotkeys for that stuff.
The hippies were always my favorite enemy in the original EarthBound. Like one of my top like 5 enemy. I just thought it was so weird. You've been like fighting Snake and policemen and giant ants, and all of a sudden this just chill dude wants to attack you for some reason. He's got a pose like he's saying, like, man, I swear the fish was this long. That's actually kind of the, you know what? There's one enemy I'm sad they didn't bring back in Mother 3. It's the hippie. Cool. It's tough to tell what kind of pants he's wearing. He looks like he's like standing on his feet, like right on his side. Yeah, I guess he kind of is. It is kind of weird to have hippies attacking you all of a sudden. I thought they were all about, you know, like peace and love. Maybe this one's taking a hit of the devil's lettuce. I might, this is a lot of fun. I might do some more of this weekend. And I'm also definitely going to archive these. I haven't been uploading a lot of my recent streams. I don't know, I didn't feel like the Donkey Kong one, I didn't feel like the first episode that I streamed of it was like super great. Like some of the stuff down the line was a lot more fun. But once I kind of decide not to like air the first one, it's weird to not have that and then have the others, so I wind up not putting the rest of it. But this one I definitely want to have everything archived. With the NES sound font, this this version of the song almost sounds like you could have been in like Mario Bros. 3. Like this part reminds me a bit of the song that plays when you fight the Hammer Bros. Arm's a little skinnier than the other one. I'm gonna beef up his scrawny hippie arm just a tad. I feel like I made his right arm significantly like maybe not that much, but just a little too long. Yeah, that's better. His fingers could be longer. Trying to finagle what's happening with his shoes. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm seeing when I'm seeing his shoes. Like it almost looks like he's got like a big. I don't know. He's got like I don't know how to describe them. They're not like necessarily cowboy boots, but like something close to that, like leather shoes with like a. I don't know what's in the front of the topping of a shoe, but this is as close as I think I'm gonna get, based on what this sprite looks like. There. I'm definitely starting to face that problem where I'll do like one drawing that like one part, like one side of a more symmetrical character that I like more than the other. Time to Ink him up. Ink up our hippie. I think he's got like a pink shirt. I know that I'm trying to stick closer to the palettes, but I doubt that these are supposed to represent abs. Like, it looks like it could, just the way it's divided and the fact that it's the same color as his skin. But like, I think he's wearing like a pink shirt with a peace sign on it. I'm pretty certain. I'm thinking it's not going to be for a while, but I discovered that fans made a French translation patch of EarthBound and Mother 3. So I think at some point I kind of would like to do a French stream of one of the two. And like potentially Mother 3, because Mother 3 I've been in Japanese and I've been in it in English twice. And I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to do a language. Like I want to do some streams in French. I think it'd be fun to play a game that I've beaten multiple times in French. Just to get like a new perspective, that'd be like a fun, easy one to do. But it probably will not be for a while, because I think this is going to occupy a lot of my time, a lot of my stream, getting through this game and trying to draw every single enemy. So I have a feeling by the time that I'm done playing this one, I'm not going to want to do RPG streams for a while. Or at least like Mother EarthBound related streams. As much as I love that series, I'll probably need to play some more fast-paced, fun stuff. I definitely botched his right arm a little bit. Like, it's a little thin, but yeah, ain't got no time to worry about that. I don't know why, but this hippie is starting to look a bit familiar. Like, I don't know if it's just the way I drew him. But it just reminds me of someone. I can't put my finger on it. You know, maybe he's got a little bit of a Big Lebowski vibe. Maybe. Like the hair. But that could also just be because I saw that that teaser online today. Which I'm guessing is for like the Big Lebowski 2 or something. It was like a small teaser of the actor who played the dude. But I'm not sure because I've actually never seen Big Lebowski. Like I only I only like know of it from other people. Whew. Oh no, we got the shoes. I was gonna say I finally got this dude inked. Gotta ink up his snazzy shoes. Definitely one shoe a bit pointier than the other. Tweak that later. There. I'll just have to like shave off some of the ink later on when I scan it up. So, I'm gonna put that peace symbol on the shirt. Sweet, time to color. Mostly like pink, skin blue, and red. I got the red. That's the deep red. How is that deep red? That's not bad. You have like a lighter one in there, or there's like a. I guess this red it is. And sky blue. Yeah. And oh, I need the skin color. This one's dead. So I'm gonna give him the pearl white. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna use this one instead. I feel like a hippie wouldn't be like paisley white. Like he probably spends a lot of time outside. He's probably got a little bit of a tan. I'm spending all his day smoking the devil's lettuce under a tree or whatever he does before he attacks random children who dare venture in his path. Oh, I just realized what his shoes were. The dark part is weird shadowing, but I totally messed up his shoes. I think he's wearing. He's supposed to be wearing Converse, and that like. Let me switch it up real quick, but like. He's got like this little like pink white pixel around his heel, and I think that's supposed to be like little circle from like, you know, like on Converse shoes. Oh well. This hippie's wearing blue boots, and he's gonna have to deal with it. Oh, that makes so much sense. I have a feeling that there's gonna be a few moments where I don't know what something like means graphically because of the limited like pixel art aesthetic of the NES, and I'm gonna do something really weird when I'm drawing a character and only notice at the very end. I thought this one was darker for some reason, but I'm actually pretty happy with like it's fairly close. It's not quite as bright as the one in game, but I thought it was going to be a lot darker, so I'm happy it's not. Get in there. I'm starting now to realize just how long it's going to take me to beat the game this way. But hey, silver lining, we do have the first of 7 melodies, or 8. No, it's 8 melodies in this. So yeah, we're like basically an eighth of the way. Pink shirt, which incidentally I'm wearing a pink shirt today too, so I can relate to this guy. I think I'm gonna make his bandana pink too, just so that it's not also skin color. And I have to go through part of his beard with and his cheek with the black marker for the shadow. Because I gotta try to stay, you know, I want to stay as faithful as I can to the look of the sprites. It's gonna be weird once I've defeated, like, and drawn all of the enemies in the area, and I can just kind of play normally for half an hour. Alright. Some of this stuff is kind of hard to tell where there's supposed to be a shadow, just because like it's all in a black background. Like some of the stuff like looks like it would be like around his left arm and his right. It looks like there's a bit of a shadow there, and I'm gonna kind of assume that it's as such. But it's again kind of hard to tell because the way the game is. I think that's about done. We got, yeah, that's our fourth enemy. We got the hippie. And I think his name is also just Hippie. What's his name? The Hippie. Oh, his name is The Hippie. We got the hippie all done up, so now we can beat him up. You know what, I'll cut this one off later. I've been doing that just because I don't want to bend them too much when I turn the page to draw, but it is taking a little bit of extra time that could be used to beating up hippies and hooligans. Alright, now that I've been drawing for like half an hour, let's see how strong this hippie is. Oh, two damage. That's not too bad. It's actually pretty reasonable. I can finally have a swig of my D-Alc beer again. Ooh. Life pro tip, if anybody's looking for a good, like, D-Alc beer, the best one I've found so far, and I've tried many different kinds, is definitely Beck's. Because Beck's still has kind of quite a big, nice, hoppy taste. Who are you talking to? Ooh, was that black bar on the screen there before, or did the game kind of glitch out a bit? I do not remember. Whenever you get tired, just drop in our inn. The room rate at this hotel is so expensive, and that's not where it stops. Oh, so inexpensive. Oh, and that's not where it stops being cheap either. Oh, I don't have any cash on me. Is there an ATM here? Or just rooms? It's funny, the rooms in this game seem kind of better furnished than in EarthBound. Except for, like, again, none of the houses have, like, adequate bathrooms. Alright. Either has to be around or have a sign above. She looks exactly, I forget her name, but like the character, like in Charlie Brown, there's a lot of characters in EarthBound that look like they're straight out of Peanuts. The dead became zombie and began attacking people. What can be done?
The Cannery Village is northwest from here. It's a nice place to visit and admission free. Wait. The Cannery Village. The village is free. Oh, so it's like an amusement park or something. Gotta go find an ATM. Or a phone too, actually. So there's no ATM at the burger shop. City Hall, town of Podunk. Oh, there's the ATM. Oh my god, I actually have to, cool. Goods. Cash card. Withdraw. 174 bucks. Withdraw like 50. And now that I can call the phone to call Dad, and maybe I can get some equipment. This is your dad. I've transferred $70 into your account. Or you spend 24. Let me save, Dad. I always mix up the run button with the oh, that's the return center. What do you got? Antidote, asthma spray. Oh, I forgot that's a status condition in this game. In EarthBound, you can get homesick, but in EarthBound Beginnings, I think Nintendo has asthma. Nope. I don't need none of that shit. Next stream I might have to switch to a controller because I'm realizing that my mechanical keyboard is way loud. I don't know if it can be heard on stream, but ooh, slingshot. Wooden bat's expensive. I'm gonna keep with my plastic bat for now. Just because I think slingshots have a lesser chance of success. So, sports drink. I'm gonna get some bread. You know what? Why not? No. I'm gonna go look up the top floor first. Pet? Wait, can I get a pet? All the animals have escaped. Only this canary chick is left. Do you want to buy it? If it's free, do you want to take it? Oh, nice. So I'm pretty sure this canary chick is a key item for one of the melodies. So I'm glad that I stumbled upon it. No, I don't want anything else. After eating that moldy basement bread, Nintendo will finally get to taste true fresh bread, not from an old basement. Probably. What does she say? If I say no. The chick at Cannery Village have a lovely voice. It's convenient that the cash machine is next to the service counter. But why should I care? I don't have a card for it. That is such an 80s thing. Like, I don't think anyone who has money in this day and age does not have a sort of, like, debit card. The zoo is locked. There's a lot of stuff in this game that when you play through feel very of the time. To eat bread, you'll find bread still, but with its crumbs, you can mark your trail. Do you think I thought, wait, what? To eat, you'll find bread still. Is there like a breadcrumbing mechanic I don't know about that she's trying to explain to me? Hey Nintendo, how's your asthma? Mine has gotten better, but car exhaust still sets it off. Ooh, I bet you we're, when we fight cars later on, that's gonna be one of the status condition. That's the little girl who straight into the cemetery been rescued. Why is nobody doing anything about this? The town mayor is looking for a brave man. Ooh, a brave man. For what, I wonder? Probably to rescue the girl. Oh. I didn't realize we already had the map. Yeah, this map also looks very 80s. It looks like an 80s like subway station map or something like that. I'll share the secret with you later. I'm Abbott, not the town mayor, but his assistant. Mr. Mayor's over there. Citizen, I know you would like to help your town. Well, a child is straight into the cemetery. And I'm up for re-election soon. You must help. Please help me. Oh, you'll go there and save her? Man, I really should have invested in the police force. But surely I'll turn her to be alive, and surely I'll be a hero. I mean, you'll be the hero. EarthBound as a, very, as is kind of a repeated thing about mayors, incompetent mayors looking for, to take other people's praise. Can I go behind the counter? Will you give me your secret? No, I can't go. Okay, well, I'll come back later, I guess. So I gotta go to the cemetery. Oh, she's that same lady from earlier. Oh, let's go towards the graveyard. I might play for like another half hour, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. Are you really going to the cemetery? I thought you were a sensible child. I will now let you roam free to the cemetery. Ha ha ha! You shall become zombie. Oh. Well, I guess this guy is going to be my final drawing of the night. Ooh. Actually, just so I don't forget, I am going to go eat bread. Because I don't think these guys do not mess around. So at least when I come back from drawing the zombie, I won't immediately forget that I'm low in health and get chomped to bits. He's, oh, man, like, the zombies in EarthBound are all kind of green and stuff, but, like, there's something extra disturbing about his weird, like, I don't know, this weird flesh-colored tone. I guess zombies in most movies are flesh-colored, or, like, they're, like, more gray and decaying. Like, the fact that he's kind of pink and shriveling is really, really gross. Might just be me, though. Cut out that hippie from earlier. What is his name? Get ahead of the curve this time and actually just check. Pseudo-zombie. So is he, like, not fully a zombie? He's kind of a zombie? But maybe not. Almost forgot to turn on my light again. And his head is a little hard to to interpret. Interpret? My words aren't coming anymore. He's like melting or something, kind of decaying away. Which makes sense, it's what zombies do. I would assume, by his current looks, that he was about to go swimming when he got turned into a zombie, because all he's wearing is red trunks. Sinclair's surprisingly good. I don't know if you can see him down there, but he's surprisingly good at figuring out what object I'm using or like I don't want him to mess with, and going right for that when he wants attention. That's right, Sinclair, I'm talking about you. Yeah, look at him, he's like knocking them over. He's something else, Sinclair. I love my boy, but he is the worst at night. If he wants you to wake up, he'll like push stuff over, like he's thrown like a full container full of earring on the ground, and one night he like ran through my headphones and like got them, like ripped them out of the USB socket they were in, and then like knocked over a bunch of stuff. Aww. I'm gonna give him a couple head pats to pacify him. Oh baby. There. Hopefully that'll be enough for him to let me the time to finish this drawing. Perhaps I will be so lucky. Nope, he's going at it even harder. Whoa. He's in a playful mood too, he almost just I went to pet him, and he, buddy, he like went to like swat at my hand. Trying to figure out what the like black around his head is kind of weird. Like it almost looks like shades, but like I think it's supposed to be just like his eyes being obscured, but it's going like way too far outside of his ocular zone. Oh, I think one of the things I thought was a skin flap might actually be his ear. I definitely have made this face look somewhat goofier than he looks in the game. Not so much spooky. Definitely doesn't have as much detail going on in his legs, so like they're very blobbish compared to the rest of his body. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of just figuring out what I think they look like.
think I've kind of
Yeah, I think his right foot is supposed to be kind of more 3/4 angled, but it, limited graphics and all. It just ends up looking like a completely sideways foot. Again, it might just be me looking at it for so long and trying to make sense of it that this is just what I'm seeing. Alright. It's color and time. I'm actually pretty happy with how this sketch turned out. Like, it definitely... This sprite is a bit rougher than the rest. There's definitely not as much to work with than the other ones I've done, so... I definitely took a bit more of a creative liberty on him. But I think I'm pretty happy with the way he's turning out. I know there's official like clay figures of some of those characters, but I haven't seen any of them in a long time. So it'd be also kind of interesting to compare, like, what I managed to draw out of the from those sprites to like what the original source material for them was. It would just be interesting to see like if the if I could sparse like as much information from those these sprites to get somewhat close to their official clay counterpart, like the official art that these sprites are based on.
What if that's like why they have a weird flesh tone and they're called pseudo-zombies? I wonder if they're not like... These guys aren't full zombies. I wonder if they've been like... turned in like... I mean, I guess that's zombie, but I wonder if they're like kind of temporary zombies, like... Once whatever turned them into a zombie is defeated, they'll like... just turn back to normal. Like, maybe I'm just kind of killing a sick, diseased man who could, you know, eventually be cured of his zombiditis. I definitely feel like I'm getting a bit faster with these compared to the first one. Like, I feel like, or maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like I'm taking almost as much time to do this one as it took me to do the baby at the start. Or, you know, at least it's like I think almost comparable time. I definitely hope I can keep these like somewhat short so that I can do, you know, a few as many as possible per stream. All right, time to color this monstrosity. This one doesn't have like too much shading. I mean, he might have some, but it's so hard to tell because his body, like, I think he's supposed to just be skinny and not necessarily like, you know, like the side of his body. The black area, I think, is where the outlining is. Yeah, I'm gonna use the lighter skin tone for this dude. He's definitely just a little pale. Just a bit. There is something about, like, I definitely feel like if you play this when you're a kid, you'll get a lot more enjoyment out of it. Because, like, when I was a kid, at least in EarthBound, it never, you know, occurred to me that, you know, like, the mayor's sending a kid to face zombies to save this girl who, got lost in a graveyard. You know, like, my adult brain makes, like, oh, but where are the cops? Jokes and stuff like that, which I think everybody kind of makes about EarthBound at this point, or, like, games like that. But, like, as a kid, like, it doesn't friggin' matter. Like, it's just cool that you get to go and fight zombies. I wonder if there's enemies in this game that are like rare drops too that we might not encounter. Because I know in EarthBound and in Mother 3 there's like a few like optional enemies. So that might be one of those things where I kind of glance at the guide just to make sure I don't miss those guys, if there are any. Should I make? I don't know if I want to make his eyes pink or the red, because I feel like the pink might stand out more. You know what? I'm gonna make him red. Yeah. Like, it's a little... I don't know, it's not quite as, not quite as... I don't know, like, I feel like the pink would be lighter, so it would make them seem more like they're glowing, but I don't think it would have looked quite as nice. I've definitely been at this for a little too long, because my ability to form words is like going down the dumps. Alright, I gotta draw in his red teeth. I wonder if that's the implication of blood, like, he's been someone before. Or if that's supposed to be his tongue, I don't know. To me it looks like teeth. It looks like red bloody teeth. Where did I put? Yeah, there it is, the terracotta. That's gonna be his hair. Yeah, got our pseudo zombie. I drew him a little, way larger than the rest of the guys, so I don't have a lot of space under him, as much as I had for the rest of the crew.
That's our 5th enemy. So now I wonder if they ran out of space to put the letter E at the end of Pseudo Zombie, or if it's supposed to be sort of an homage to that. There's like a series of zombie movies. I think they might be Italian zombie movies. It's just a series called Zombie, but with like just an I. And there we have it, the Pseudo Zombie. I think this one might be my favorite one I've done tonight. Like, this guy is pretty close to the hippie, I think. But let's. Oh, I didn't put the hippie on our log. I should add the hippie. There he is. Pseudo Zombie. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, those are the 5 enemies we've encountered so far. It's gonna be fun once I get far along enough that we get like, I don't know, like one full side of it filled up. Yeah, the zombie packs a punch. I think... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to heal. Ooh. No! No! Oh, that sucks. I should have healed the turn before. This game doesn't have the benefit of the rolling HP bar that EarthBound has, so you kind of have a bit of a chance to redeem yourself if you get a fatal blow. I feel like I have to go beat that zombie. Did I? So I lost money. I think I kept my XP. So yeah, I think nothing changes except you might. Yeah, you also lose your PP. I lost my PP in a tragic zombie accident. Like I feel like I want to kill that zombie and level up, and then I'll call it quits for the night. Unless I find another enemy and I have to draw it, then that's gonna be the last thing I do. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna go heal myself at the hotel, and I think I might call it for the night. Because if I have to draw another character, it's another 20 minutes. It's gonna push me just a little too late. Because I have to go to work tomorrow, and I want to have a little bit of time to chill, play some Smash Bros. And get really angry or something like that. Ooh. The diary was hard to read. Oh shit, I forgot to read the diary. Password. The one who lost the tail. The forgotten one. The ship that sails. Well, that's cryptic. It's definitely gonna come in handy later. Cash card. That should be enough to get me into the hotel. And then I'll go and save. Where's the hotel? What's the logo for the hotel supposed to be? Like, I'm looking at it, and it kind of looks like an anchor. Or maybe it's a weird arrow. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know, because I'm kind of bothered by it now, and I'm trying to figure out. Maybe it's a bed. Like a bed seen from 3/4, but it kind of seems implausible. I don't know. It might just be like one of those weird sprites that they're like, well, that's all we can do, because this is the NES, so. It's weird they don't have the phones in the hotel either. It's definitely something I have to get used to. Because every hotel and in EarthBound has an ATM and a phone. Time to save and see your progress so far. Good night. Good night. Remember to push in and hold reset. While turning the power off? That's kind of the... So maybe that's why there was a weird message in EarthBound that says no need to press reset, just turn the power off. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be doing this again. We got through 5 enemies out of 108, so there's definitely still a ways to go, but yeah, I think this is going to be a fun stream, and I'm actually enjoying playing EarthBound Beginnings a lot more than I did last time. So I think drawing all the enemies is going to make the whole thing a bit more interesting. In any case, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully this weekend, maybe. If not, sometime next week.